An Arizona lake remains closed after low water levels killed all of the fish in it. The San Carlos Reservoir is about 160 miles from the valley. It's been closed for almost 3 weeks now. But now 12 News journalist William Pitts is learning the problems are being caused by more than just the drought.
San Carlos Lake has gone down quite a lot, but take a look at these before and after photos. This is 2023, when the lake was in pretty good shape, but look what happens when I show you 2026. The lake almost disappears. The water level has gone down to almost nothing. Video of the lake from the Gila Herald shows what's left. Those aren't rocks, those are all dead fish, washed up on shore from what used to be San Carlos Reservoir.
This last winter was catastrophically horrible. I mean, we've had some bad winters in the last 20 years, but this past winter was the worst we'd ever seen.
Rhett Larson is a professor of water law at Arizona State University. Why are we talking to a lawyer about dead fish? Because the issue with San Carlos Lake is both environmental and legal.
It's been a really bad winter. There's a lot less runoff, so it's a bad drought year.
All right, shalom. Y'all Bashim al Shai, Bashim Kakada Brakatham to the hopefully elect. Before I get started, I'm going to give all the praise and the glory and the honors to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, Racha, Kodash. Why double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that we well and teach well through the Spirit and the power of Yahweh Bashim al Shai. Wa Shalom, Wa Barakim to the hopefully elect, begin with the 144,000. Which is scattered abroad in every place, redeeming the time and ready to be saved. Shalom. Salaki. Salaki. But yeah, man, where it says Arizona lake closed after entire fish population died. Alright, if you don't know, this is a major part of prophecy. Alright? You know, it's as it is written in the book of Jeremiah, read the 51st chapter. It is a drought upon her waters. All right, and the apostles on down of Great Millstone have prophesied about this. All right, and now we're seeing these prophecies come to pass finally. All right, let's see. Habakkuk. This is the book of Habakkuk. Chapter 2, verse 3, it says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. That's right. You see, because these words are faithful and true. Okay? Though it tarry, wait for it. And that's what we've been doing. Beginning, like I said, beginning with the apostles. All right? We waited for this time that we're seeing, that we're beholding. All right? We've been prophesying about how these rivers, these seas will dry up, will eventually dry up. And in the video or in the clip, it didn't just it didn't just drop all at once. It was a gradual thing. All right, and that's how the Yahweh Shema Shai does. He doesn't. He does things gradually. All right. Now he can do whatever. He has the power to do something all at once, but he likes gradualism. He likes to do things in levels. All right. And that's a part of knowing Yahweh Shema Shai. You know how he works. All right. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end, and we're at the end, it shall speak and not lie. That's right. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. That's right. You see? So these scriptures are faithful and true. These things are happening. I'm reading the NLT. It says the vision is for a future time. Right? Because when the prophets wrote this down, he wrote it for us. All right? They wrote it for us. All right? Because why? Because it will take place in our lifetime. All right? It will take place in our lifetime. And we understand them. Okay? So, because you go into this, I started at 2. It said, then the Lord said to me, write my answer plainly on tables, so that a runner can carry the correct message to others. All right, and that would be us. We had the prophets of old. They wrote down the scriptures. They wrote down these words, and now we are those runners that are carrying out the message that is written in the book. It said, then the Lord said to me, write my answer plainly on tablets, so that a runner can carry the correct message to others. This vision is for a future time, right? It describes the end. You see? It describes the end. So that's a cut on these people that think the book of Revelation only brings out the end time prophecies. No, you can find all of the end time prophecies in the Old Testament. It says the vision is for a future time. It describes the end, and it will be fulfilled. That's right. You see? It is. If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently. I love this. If it seems slow coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed. That's right. You see? And we're seeing that promise take place, man. So once again, it said, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision, which is the prophecy, and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Alright, now let's go into the word readeth. Because it's more than just reading the scriptures. All right? Reading the words.
Strong's H, 7121. Kara. Kara.
It says, let's see, call out, let's get the root word. Okay, wait a second. I think I might have clicked on the wrong one. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. Slacky. Okay, we go. He said that he may run that readeth it.
Strong's H, 7121.
Oh no, this is the
Kara.
right one. Alright,
Kara.
that was the right one. Alright, let me see. See, it's not really giving me what I want, what I'm looking for. Really, when you go into the word readeth, it means to understand. To understand, all right. And it says to proclaim, call aloud. So yeah, it says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. That's right. You see, then it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. Right. You know, these scriptures, the scriptures that the word that was written, they were for us. All right. In this lifetime. Because the prophets of old did not understand them. Alright? They did not understand them. That's why I said, I'm going to read that again. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. I mean, understand it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, which is us. You see? But at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. That's right. So, once again, we're seeing these things about the rivers drying up and you know, the results of that. You have all these fishes that have died. Look at all these fishes. Man.
Last 20 years, but this past winter was the worst we'd ever seen.
Rhett Larson is a professor of water law at Arizona State University. Why are we talking to a lawyer about dead fish? Because the issue at San Carlos Lake is both environmental and legal.
It's been a really bad winter. There's a lot less runoff, so it's a bad drought year. But there's also a legal component of it, which is there's required legal releases from Coolidge Dam that have to go to downstream farmers who have water rights.
He says water law works like this. The first people to sign up get their water first. That's how San Carlos Reservoir works too. The oldest water rights wanted their water, and that started to drain the already low lake, which killed all the fish in it.
They'll say, hey, you guys have got to open the dam, let water come down to me, and nobody else who has a junior water right can get in the way of that water. So what happens with a place like Kearney is, if you're further back in line, When there's not enough water for everyone, you're the one that takes the cuts.
I've learned more about water law than I ever wanted to know. It's not a challenge that I was looking to face.
That's Kearney Mayor Curtis Stacy a few months ago when the town started warning people they were running out of water. The town gets its water from the Gila River, which is fed by the San Carlos Reservoir, and they're at the bottom of the water rights list. Data from the U.S. Geological Survey shows the lake levels drop all the time, but this year is extremely low, and it may be the new normal, a smaller lake for the same amount of water rights. So why don't they just adjust the agreement to match the lower lake levels?
There's no need to re-adjudicate it because we're still adjudicating.
So what you have here is the wickedness of Esau. You know that they're because they can that water could be filled. All right, I mean it's like that lake could be filled. All right, but they chose to and not do so. All right. They chose to not do so because you have this thing now going on about water preserving. All right. So let me see something. Yep, it said the greed of the few and the sloth of many will destroy the planet. Yeah, just checking out the comment. It said shit gonna take 40 years too. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me see. All right. Let me see something. It said, drop. Alright, let me see. This is something I want to. What? It said water laws in the U.S. determine who can use water, how much they can use, and how clean it must be. These laws are divided into two main categories: water quality, pollution, or water rights. Allocation, ownership, water rights. All right, let's see. Yep. Okay, so I went into the water laws, right? All right, it says, and we went, it says, it give you the, information about the water laws. And then I asked, does this law prevent lakes from being filled? It said, yes. All right, yes. You see, this is why the scriptures talk about in Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. You see? This is why these devils have to go. They're destroying the fucking earth, man. Alright? And now the fish in the sea, all humanity, all life on the earth is suffering because of these fucking devils, man. And I'm sorry, man. That pisses me the fuck off, man. You know? Because the earth, man, the life on the earth deserve better than this, man. Alright? They deserve better than they deserve life. They deserve to live. You got fucking animals being caged up. Alright? You go into these zoos. That's why I don't even like going to the zoo. You know, who the fuck want to go to a zoo and witness these animals, beautiful animals, caged the fuck up, man? They locked up. These animals are supposed to be free. They're supposed to be able to roam around. All right, not locked up in some fucking cage, man. And that's why these animals. That's why when these animals, they gonna turn on these people, man. Alright? It says, yes, federal law heavily regulates and restricts lakes from being filled. And that's what you see happening here over here and what is that? The one that we're looking at. It says under section 404 of the Clean Water Act, it is generally illegal to dump dirt, sand, rock, construed debris, or any other fill material into lake, stream, or wetland without explicit government authorization. The law treats filling a water body as a form of pollution because it permanently destroys aquatic habitats, disrupts natural flood control, and ruins water quality. Says how the law restricts filling lakes. The permit requirement: if a developer, city, or private landowner wants to fill a lake or part of it for projects like building houses, roads, commercial properties, they must first apply for a permit. That's bullshit. Alright?
Adjudicating it. There is something called the Gila River General Stream Adjudication, which was started in 1974 and is not over yet. And this court proceeding is now older than I am, and I'm 47 years old.
A 51-year-old court case with no end in sight. Meanwhile, the lake is still closed with no date to reopen or any
51 years. You know? And look at all those dead fish. Like I said, but this is prophecy, man. You know, this is prophecy happening before our eyes. Right? And I want to end it off on this one in the book of Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 50. Isaiah chapter 50 and 2, it says, wherefore, when I came, was there no man? When I called, there was none to answer. Is my hand shortened at all, that it cannot redeem? Or have I no power to deliver? Behold, at my rebuke, I drive the sea. You see, so this is the Lord doing this. You know? Hey, because it has been droughts, it has been super hot. You know? This is the power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. It says, behold, at my rebuke, I drive the sea. And that's what we seeing. You see that? You know? This is happening right before our eyes. These scriptures are literally jumping off the pages, man. Salaki, not literally, but you know what I mean. You know, these scriptures are coming to life. All right before us, man. You know, it said, behold, at my rebuke, I drive the sea. The word behold means to look. All right, look, and that's what we doing, man. Look, these things are happening, man. You know, he said the lake disappeared after a gradually decrease of the water. All right, then you have look at all those dead fish. All right, the Lord's words are faithful and true. He said, "Behold, at my rebuke I dry up the sea. I make the rivers a wilderness." You see that? A dry place. All right. Their fish stinketh because there is no water. You see? And dieth for thirst. This is what's happening, literally happening. All right. It says, "At my rebuke, behold, at my rebuke, I dry up the sea. I make the rivers of wilderness. Their fish stinketh, because there is no water, and dieth for thirst." There you go. So yeah, man, Lord, when it was edifying. Until next time I say, shalom.